Assalamu alaikum children. Welcome back to the science class for the grade 5. This is lesson number 2, keeping healthy part 3. In the previous two videos we have discussed about components of food, 5 main nutrients, balanced diet and food pyramid, and we have also discussed the deficiency diseases, the diseases which are caused by the deficiency of different vitamins and minerals, and we have seen that these diseases are non communicable. Today in this video, we shall be discussing about diseases caused by germs. Let's start our session now. Germs or microbes are tiny organisms that we cannot see with naked eye. They cause diseases in our body. These diseases spread from one person to another person and are called communicable diseases. So, diseases caused by germs are called communicable diseases, and diseases caused because of the deficiency of vitamins and minerals, they are non-communicable diseases. Just remember the difference. Now we will see the various disease causing microbes, which are protozoa, bacteria, and virus and fungi. So we will see the diseases caused by it. Okay. First one is protozoa. Protozoa cause diseases like malaria, amoebic dysentery, and kala azar. Bacteria causes diseases like pneumonia, typhoid, tuberculosis, cholera, and diarrhea. Viruses cause diseases like common cold, flu, chickenpox, polio, measles, and AIDS. And fungi mostly cause infections of skin, eyes, and hair. So these are communicable diseases. They spread from one person to another person. So let's see how do communicable diseases spread. Microbes are present in contaminated air, water, and food. When we breathe dirty air, or when we drink unclean water, or eat contaminated food, we can get sick. Let us see how these germs spread. These diseases can spread by through direct contact and air. Okay, so microbes that cause diseases like flu, cold, and tuberculosis get into the air. When the infected person sneezes or coughs, the germs can also get into the clothes or other articles caused by infected person. When healthy people touch these things, they can get infection. Okay, this is how the by the direct contact and air the person gets these diseases. Next means it is through food and water. Contaminated food and water may contain microbes. These microbes are passed into the body of the person who consumes contaminated food or water. Okay, germs that cause cholera, jaundice, polio, typhoid, and diarrhea are often spread through contaminated food and water. Now we will see how they spread through animals. Some diseases such as malaria, dengue, and plague spread through mosquitoes. So, how they spread by mosquitoes? If a female Anopheles mosquito bites someone with malaria, the germs come into its mouth parts. Now, if it bites to a healthy person, the microbes get transferred into that person's blood and cause this disease. Then, plague is spread by the bite of fleas. These fleas are carried by rats. Flies also spread diseases. When they sit on stools and dirty places, the microbes from those places get stuck to their bodies. When these flies sit on uncovered food or water, the microbes contaminate them. So, this is how these diseases spread from person to person. Now, we will see some measures, some prevent how to prevent from these communicable diseases. There are many ways of preventing communicable diseases. Some of these are mentioned here. Okay, so some methods for the prevention are given, as prevention is better than cure. Sunlight and heat. First method is sunlight is a natural disinfectant. It kills microbes. Wash bed sheets, mattresses, and clothes that an infected person has used and expose them to the sunlight. In the sunlight, if we dry these things properly, infected clothes, so it can kill the germs. Heating food till it boils or crisp frying also kills many microbes. By the overcooking and by deep frying, we can kill these microbes. Now, clean water and food. Water can be made safe for drinking by boiling, chlorination, and using water filters. Clean and germ free drinking water will keep you safe from diseases such as typhoid, jaundice, cholera. Then wash hands frequently with soap and water, especially before and after eating. Dirty hands and nails carry a large number of microbes. Wash vegetables and fruits thoroughly before you cook or eat them. Then always keep the food covered to prevent flies from sitting on it. And store food and water in clean and covered containers. So these are the different steps, different measures to prevent us from these diseases caused by microbes. One more important step, preventing breeding of mosquitoes and flies. Then how we have seen these diseases can spread by the mosquitoes and flies, so we should stop the breeding of these mosquitoes. Mosquitoes breed or lay their eggs in stagnant water, means the water which is collected. Follow these steps to prevent mosquito breeding in your surroundings. Okay, keep water tanks covered. Do not let water to collect in ditches, drainages, pots, vessels, and coolers. Repair or prevent water leaks from taps, air conditioners, or coolers. Wear full sleeves shirts and trousers, especially while sleeping. You should wear full sleeves dresses. Okay, make sure the drains and sewers are clean. If you see them choked, or inform your elders to get them clean. Ask the elders to get your house and neighborhood um, or clean or sprayed with insecticides regularly. Here the person is spraying insecticides to kill the insects by this medicines or spray. Okay, flies breed in dirt and garbage, so keep your house and neighborhood clean. Cover all dustbins, dispose of garbage properly. Do not allow heaps of garbage to collect in and around your house. Okay, so these are the methods to stop breeding of mosquitoes. And the next very important preventing step is vaccination. Vaccination is the act of injecting a person with a vaccine to protect or uh, to protect him or her from a disease. So mostly after the birth of a child, um, we start taking vaccines frequently, periodically, to protect that child from various diseases. So what this vaccine do? It's a type of injection. What does it do? It protects that boy or girl from a disease. Vaccines are available for diseases such as polio, typhoid, jaundice, measles, and meningitis. Here are some more steps to keeping healthy and fit. Okay, so try to follow it. Eat a balanced diet, as we have studied about the five main nutrients components of food which are essential for our body. So we should eat in the balanced, in the proper amount, so that we get proper nutrients. Choose food that is rich in roughage. Eat food items made from whole grains. Eat plenty of fruits and vegetables, as they provide vitamins and minerals. They protect you from diseases. Exercise regularly, as it makes your bones and muscles stronger. Get enough rest and sleep well. It gives the body enough time for repair and maintenance. Okay, and keep your surroundings clean. So these are the healthy steps which we should follow in our daily life to stay healthy and fit. So children, here our lesson completed. So go through the videos, all these three videos, and revise the lesson. And after this video, I'm forwarding notes for you, um, words for practice and question answers. Write in your notebook neatly, correctly, without spelling mistakes. Okay, in beautiful handwriting, and complete your notes with words for practice and question answers. In next week, inshallah, we will start lesson number 3. Okay, till then, take care of yourself. Goodbye.